We're here at Stanford University in the beautiful Green Library for the first in a series of 3 workshops called DARIAH Beyond Europe, where we want to bring together people from DARIAH with people all around the world, in this case California, to discuss topics related to the digital arts and humanities. And the focus topic of this workshop is sustainable infrastructures.
The topic of sustainable infrastructures in the digital arts and digital humanities is important to Stanford because we're engaged in developing projects in the digital arts and the digital humanities. And it is always a question of whether or not we're going to be able to sustain these as we use a wide variety of applications to develop them and present them. So somehow simplifying would make things better for Stanford and ultimately better to the people who make use of these wonderful web productions.
We engage with the topic through 2 different ways. We have knowledge exchange sessions on 4 relevant topics, and we also have 3 wonderful keynote speakers. The first being Gil Wang, presenting his book on artful design about how what we make makes us. We also have Algee-Hewitt from the Literary Lab, presenting digital humanities as augmented humanities. And we have the opening keynote speaker, Quinn Dombrowski, talking about cowboys and consortia.
If there's one thing I want people to take away from the keynote, it's the importance of thinking about your work in the context of all the other work in digital humanities, both in tool development, infrastructure, and individual research projects, and thinking about how your project can build upon others and be built upon by others in part of an ecosystem where all the projects support each other to further the field as a whole.
The digital humanities has been called, rightly I think, a community of practice. A community of practice can only exist when members of that community exchange their experiences, their hopes, their fears, their successes, and their failures. And this workshop is a great opportunity to engage with those exchanges. This opportunity for American researchers to exchange their experience with European researchers is unique in that we have such different experiences with sustainability, with infrastructure. Without an event like this, we would be stuck on our own, devising our own modes and methods of sustainability and infrastructure.
An event like this is important to DARIAH in our community because it allows us to compare our take on infrastructure to that of others. And you know how they say in Pulp Fiction that the funniest thing about Europe are the little differences. And this event actually gave us the possibility to discuss these little differences, which turned out sometimes to be bigger than we expected, but sometimes they're also similar enough so that we can align and join forces.
I'm really excited about this event because it brings together people from vastly different kinds of institutions and infrastructural environments.
Well, the event so far was a really nice one. So we had a cool exchange between different people. So we had a nice mix of people from different professions, not even all from digital humanities, but also from other fields of expertise, and it was very nice. We had a nice exchange, and I think we are up for collaborations in the future.
I believe the Stanford DARIAH Beyond Europe workshop has really been a success. We've seen people engaging and talking to each other not only during the knowledge exchange sessions, but also during the coffee breaks and beyond. And I really do hope that the relationships that we've created now and the collaborations that we're envisioning will continue beyond this event, and people do have the opportunity to do that during our 2 next events. We have one at the Library of Congress in October, and then next year one in Australia. So I hope that we can continue the conversation there as well.